A big hello to everyone at Rise Forums. It's Kevin here again, and Monday morning I thought I'd do a little rant video. I don't know if you can see, I did a little video for my channel there, and that was a little bit of a complaint as well, so I thought I'd carry on the theme and complain about something that I was thinking about today. As you know, I'm a blogger. I've been working more on my own blog recently. I've been writing guides and things, and that's something I'm still doing, but I thought I would do a couple of blog posts for some other people just to get a little bit extra money in and to raise my profile a little again, get some more traffic to my blog. So I was looking at the Pro Blogger job board, and the Pro Blogger job board is arguably the best place for bloggers to find work. The address is jobs.problogger.net, and it's run by Darren Rouse, one of the best bloggers online, someone I recommend you follow on Twitter and to follow his blog, problogger.net. And I sent a tweet to Darren today asking if advertisers can state the rate that they pay. So that is something that I hope he takes on board, but I realise it's difficult for him because he said that it's something that he's asked advertisers in the past about this. The problem being that a lot of website owners want to negotiate the rate with the blogger. That is understandable because, when someone comes to write for you, you might want to take them on, but everyone has got a different kind of level. There's people in the write for you and you're like, that's amazing, I need to get them, and you'll pay a higher rate for them. And then there's other people, you can take them or leave them, but if if you'll take them on maybe, but you'll certainly not pay them as high as someone who offers a higher standard of writing. And really, if someone gives you a fantastic articles from scratch and doesn't require any editing, from a website owner point of view, it's actually worth paying extra money for that because it saves you a lot of time, a lot of hassle, where sometimes bloggers who aren't as good, the writing isn't as good, they're lazy, you can have to proofread and edit a post 2 or 3 times, and it's not just the proofreading, there's a lot of going back and forth in emails, and it's very time consuming doing that. And I've had articles where someone's written an article for me, paid them the money to write an article, and the time that I've spent writing all the emails to them, can you make sure you do this, can you do this, and you've not did this, alright, okay, you've still not did this right, you've still not did this, you tell them to do like format, even like basic things like make sure the headers are H2, make sure the images are a certain length, like 600 or 700 pixels, and they don't do it. And but that time you've spent so much time, you should have just wrote the article yourself. So when you find someone that's good, it's worth paying that higher rate. So it's understandable that website owners, advertisers need to pay different rates. The problem that I raised with Darren was that there's a lot of website owners and advertisers who advertise through Pro Blogger, and not just Pro Blogger, but on every job board, the one at Blogging Pro and all that as well. And they don't state their pay. It's very rare. It's probably, I would hazard the guess about only about 5% or 10% of the, this is just a off the cut guesstimate, but I would imagine it's about 10% or less of the advertisers who advertise on the Pro Blogger job board who actually state the rate they're going to pay. So what they'll do is they'll tell you to send them an email, and then you have to ask for the pay. The problem with that is a lot of blog owners, because of the volume of emails they receive through Pro Blogger, they'll make you jump through a few hoops. So there might be like a big Google document to complete, takes 5 or 10 minutes. Some other people, the forms are so long that it takes 20 minutes to complete, and they're asking you, please send examples, please tell us your history, and then they'll say, if you were this, what would you do? Please write 3 paragraphs, and basically they're making you jump through all these hoops. And I guess I can understand why they do it from one perspective, because they get a lot of time wasters, but from a blogger's point of view, it's a waste of time sometimes, because I've been through this kind of process before, and at the end they've said, well, we pay 2 cents per word, which is insane, that's like writing a 1,000-word article for $20, and that basically means that you're getting, in the UK, you're probably getting more than half the minimum wage. You're probably working out at like £3-4 per hour. You're getting less money than someone who works at McDonald's. And no offence to anyone who works at McDonald's. Obviously, that's always an example used as someone who's getting minimum wage and is at the bottom of the kind of wage structure. But it just shows you that it's the kind of hoops and the hurdles that bloggers have to go through before they get a job. thankfully, this is something I have to deal with less now. You know, I'm a little bit known in the blogosphere, as they call it. It's a strange word, but that's what people use. And so most of my blogging work actually comes from people contacting me. In the last 6 months to a year, I've kind of turned down a lot of writing jobs. I've said, no, I'm not looking for work just now. I want to work on my own projects. So when I've kind of went out and just I saw a couple of jobs that thought, well, that would be quite interesting, you know, I could write on that subject. And I've contacted them, and a lot of the time they come back and say, oh, we don't have the budget for that. Now, I understand the rate I charge is probably towards the higher end of the scale, but sometimes it's absolutely shocking how much these website owners pay. It's absolutely shocking. Now, I think at the very least, I do appreciate Dan's position. I do appreciate the position of ProBlogger, its company, and of other job boards. You know, advertisers sometimes don't want to state the rate that they're going to pay because they don't know what they're going to pay each person. But I think one good thing that Dan could do with ProBlogger is on his job board, they could have some sort of ballpark figure where pay rates are perhaps classed, they're perhaps grouped into different categories. So if you are going to offer a rate of this, between this and this, it's a band D. You're going to offer this, it's a band C, B and A. So you could have, say for example, over 50 cents per word. And a lot of you people might say that that's quite a lot, but there are industries where that would be normal. You know, if you're writing something that's very technical, you know, say something like a medical blog or something where you need a lot of experience, a lawyer, something where you need 10 years or 15 years of studying behind you or whatever it is, then you're going to get that higher rate, and that could be Class A. Then maybe perhaps over 25 cents a word to 50 could be Class C, perhaps 10 cents a word to 25 could be Class C, or you know what I mean, that kind of thing. I'm getting my bands mixed up, but you get the point. You're going to have to group up these things together so that the people applying aren't wasting their time. And the thing is as well, surely this is in the interest of website owners as well, because you're not going to get people applying for jobs that aren't suitable. Right away, the people who advertise poor paying jobs, you know, they're going to get less applicants, but surely that's good for them. They might not see it that way. They might think, you know, like take for example a website owner who's only going to pay, I don't know, $20 for a 1,000-word article. They might get less, well they'll get less applicants, right? And they'll go, oh well, that's not good, you know, that's not good for us, we'd rather hide the rate. But surely it's good for them to do that and get less applicants, because most of the people who will apply won't actually take the job anyway because the rate's so poor. So would it not be better for them to get a targeted applicant, you know, someone who's definitely interested in the job? So if you ever watch this, Dan, that is something that I hope you bring on. I think that would be good for the blog board, and I think it would be good for website owners as well, because it would be stop a lot of time being wasted. You know, it would stop a lot of coming back and forth, jumping through hoops, and at the end of it, you know, you say, well, I'm not going to do that. And, you know, I've jumped through hoops, you know, done these forms, and oh, this job looks good, and it will surprise you. It's not like a crappy blog with 50 pop-ups is the only one that's paying bad money. There's some top blogs out there they're making huge amounts of money and they're paying their bloggers crap. Okay, if that's what you want to do, if that's what they want to do, then fine, but at least tell the bloggers this give them a heads up. Don't make them spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes filling in forums, and then at the end, you know, you find out that it's a complete waste of time. And I think this is something that needs to be brought in, and I hope it's something that Darren from ProBlogger and the guys from Blogging Pro and these other kind of job boards, I hope this is something they take on board. I do realise that there's a rate to be negotiated, but I think they either need something to do like some sort of grouping categories, you know, like where they say the rate is going to be this band or that band, or they need something that just says varying rate between this and this, but there needs to be something concrete there. And I think I do realise why like job boards kind of cater towards the advertisers more, but you have to understand as well, at the end of the day, the reason these blog boards get traffic and the reason that people advertise on these job boards is because there's bloggers like myself looking at the jobs there. So it's a two-way street. You need to look at you need to take care of the website owners and the advertisers, and you need to take care of the bloggers. And I think this is one area where the bloggers are getting a little bit screwed over. They're wasting a lot of their time, and when you are freelancing, when you are on a contract basis, then time is money. So it would save people like myself, bloggers and freelance bloggers, all that kind of thing. It would save us a huge amount of time and effort. So hopefully that is something they put on. So this has been my little Monday rant. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you get any thoughts on this, if you're a blogger yourself, I know that we've got a lot of bloggers on Rise forums such as Joe Fillon and I know a few other people as well. You know, they're blog owners, and so I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I'd love to hear your view on this and how you think this can be resolved. So please do leave a comment below on YouTube or on Rise forums, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the Rise forums channel. Have a nice day, guys, and I'll speak to you later in the week. Thanks.